Hey guys, Susanna, I'm back again. Well, I'm moving everything. Here we go. It's better. I've finally stitched that down, actually properly stitched it down, and I've stitched down the word May. And I've started doing this in the background, and I want to get maybe some cream French knots to do there. So still umming and ahhing whether that's going to go along there. I might do that last. Okay, well, I've being slow in getting this done. I don't know if you saw in the last video underneath, Corinne's like, oh, I'll give you a call. So she's motivated me, come on, we need to get this done. So had my chat with Corinne and she sorted me out. So I need to get some filming and stuff done before I go and see her. So if I can get ahead, and then I can just take my time and relax when I go and see her. So I've just had a lot on. So it's, you know, losing my mojo. I was inspired by watching her video this morning of the fir woods, and then saw these beautiful the packs that she's made and those gorgeous clothes. Oh, so yes, so I thought, oh, that's something nice. I thought I want to look for something different, but I've still got to continue doing this. Now, what I was thinking of doing is maybe stitching around the eyes. What I've done here, I've just used this as a guide, and I've just done stem stitch along here, so, and then did lazy daisy, but in order to keep it apart I stitched a bit down here and here. Some of them, you know, were small enough that they were all right, but yeah, sort of want to continue stitching and then maybe do some creamy French knots, or even some what else have we got, maybe some what do we call it, ribbon embroidery. Do a couple of ribbons or something along there just to have a flower there. So we'll see how we go, but I think his little eyes need to come alive. I've got that on there, but that's for my poppy, that's it. So I'll do this. I think this is the same, yeah, I think it might be a darker colour to what I've got there. So I'm glad I finally got this down, and that was really easy. I just did a slip stitch, stitched them down, a couching stitch, and I think it looks really good. Didn't want too much on there. Sort of a mixture between moss and leaves, really. So gives it nice texture. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do is I might just do maybe just do a back stitch here. And I'm going to leave around it in that lighter colour because they're usually fairly white around the eye, but I'll highlight that line. Like a lot of critters, they look like they're wearing a bit of a mask, a bit like raccoons. They look like they're wearing masks, little bandits. So I was a bit wondering whether that, you know, a bit dubious of whether that lace would work, but it did work out in the end. I think it looks quite nice, and I'm probably going to use this same colour. No, I think that one, to do these little bits around his up here, similar to that, just the light. There's a helicopter up there looking for something. Okay. Now, if we do stitching, I'm just wondering, do I stitch around and then do the stem stitch around the eyes, or do the stem stitch first? I reckon we do the stem stitch first. Okay. That way, if there's any uneven edges, you can hide it with the stitch that you do around. So here, so we'll start about there. Not stem stitch, satin stitch. There I go again. Well, I might bring it in just a little. I want to get that rounded look. Pull. There we go. I think once it's got a bit of the darker look, it's going to look quite good. And we'll stop it about there. Just enough to leave a bit of a gap for us to put a French knot in the middle there. I mean, in the end, you probably won't even get to see a great deal of that bit, as long as I know it's there and there's a spot to do a hole, like a and I might use, rather than using white, I might use this same thread. So it's sort of got the white and the cream on it. Let's start off here. When you're sewing dark on dark, it's really hard to, especially you guys, it's really hard for you to see. And then now we're back at this end, going straight across all the way to the top. There we go. Make it a little smaller and then do a half. And now we do the back stitch going around. Like I said, at least that's covering any of the stitches or whatever it is along the way. Okay. And once we put that little white glint in the eye, it'll look really cute. Okay. Okay. I'm gone all quiet. Busy concentrating. Yes, being a bit, and every now and again, it's good to watch a video, and watching Corinne's video this morning all about, you know, she was saying that that place is in Texas, and I'm like, oh, that'd be just so good. I've been wanting to go to Waco, Texas to have a look at the silos and do that, and I'm like, oh, that might be a good idea. So, okay. There we go. I'll finish that off. Yeah, sometimes it just takes a friend to give you a bit of motivation to get you back on track. And I really love those shirts, so my brain's going crazy. I'm going to be taking stuff with me, and we're going to be doing a project at Corinne's place. So that should be good. Now, got that. And then we're going to get this white. And I'll cut a bit off because I'm going to need to do those little bits as well, but I don't want to do too much at the same time. Okay, we're going to come in the middle where that hole is, because there is a bit of a hole, and we're going to do a colonial knot doubled up, because it's a fairly substantial bit of glint. Got hair or whatever it is stuck in there, and we want to pull it down so it sort of gets buried in, but it's a fairly big colour because it's the eye. See, that looks really cute. And then since I've got this, I better redo some of these because I can't see them. I might come along and stitch some of those down, because that's done on the with the, you know, the heat erasable pen. If I do see them, it can be ironed off, but it's good having them there. So just a small little straight stitch while I've got the thread. Okay, it makes it come to life. Tiny little stitches, better go back in here, grab that one. It's the little things that you do that make this start to come to life. And if they're seen, it's okay, because we can just iron it off. Go down here, and then it's starting to change colour. It's getting a little bit of a creamy colour to it, which is kind of cute. There it's near his nose. That's the beauty of this. Nice and quick. And then we'll see where we need any more. I might go over a little bit. Ugh. Okay. Go here. Here. And what I might do is leave that, and I can come back and finish this eye. Come back in with the white. I think I've got the heater on in here, but I feel cold. Maybe it's clicked off. It does make a difference when you actually do some stitching. I might grab this colour here, this fawny colour, and go around the edges just to give it a bit of definition. It's a bit of a different colour and define it a little bit. I might use that colour to go around his mouth actually, just so it's not so dark. Okay, so we're going to go here. And I might do a smaller bit here. I want to give it that rounded look. Does look different too. Oop. That's probably working better. Just got to drag this thing all over the place when you're doing this sort of stitching. There we go. Now, I think it needs one more stitch just there. Just sort of looks a little flat. I need something around about there. See how that rounds it off a bit? So just, you know, not sure, just mark it with your marker and see if it works. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do a running stitch. I'm hoping I've got enough. Should do. Corinne's little deer turned out rather cute. Hopefully my hair's not, got my head in the way. I often will do that. I think I've got just enough to finish it. Might remove that, gives me a bit of a grip. Okay, and then one more stitch. There we go. Yep. Okie dokie. Stitch that off. I don't think the heater's on. I think it's turned off. Too many things plugged in. Okay, got this guy back. And then stitch that down, and then we'll come up here, through here, and do a 1, 2 colonial, nice big one. Give it a tug, because we want it to go in. We don't want it to be too googly, so I'll make sure that I pull it so it's in the hole. There we go. Hopefully doesn't look too demented. Okay, so I'll finish that off, and then I'll come back in with that beigey colour to see if it looks any good. I think we need to do a beigey, this beigey colour around the mouth and around the head and body, just sort of to give it an outline. Sort of similar colour to that. We can only try. If it doesn't look any good, I'll come back in with that darker colour. Oh, okay. Now, I might start it here. Do small little back stitches. Looks like he's got a mow. Oh, that's annoying. Me banging. It needs to be in that hole properly, I think. There we go. Sometimes it's just worth unpicking and making it right. There we go. Needs to go back. Okay, there we go. And I've got to come back underneath the moustache, I mean the lip. Okay, only fairly basic stitching, nothing too inspiring at this point. Okay, constantly making tugging and groaning noises. Okay, I think once we've come around here, we'll definitely see what it's going to look like. Decide if we did the dark colour in there, I think it'd be just too much. Needs to be highlighted. Yeah, I think that's better. I'm glad I did it that colour. And I'm going to come around the mouth underneath. And I've just coloured that in with my pink texture, but I might be able to do a bit of a pink thread in there, just maybe one stitch, which I think I do need to do. Now we're going to come in along here and just do a bit of a back stitch along the edge to define it, and so that this black or this darker colour doesn't look like it's just floating, needs another colour to sort of not going quite in, it needs a colour to blend it in. Okay, throwing this deer around everywhere. I might go all the way back, just doesn't seem like it was holding up. Okay, and do fairly big stitches. Now I'm going to go around here because there's a little bit of a line which takes me up and around, and then I'll go around the ear. So I'll come back. Yeah, I don't think the heater is on because I am jolly cold. I think it's turned itself off. Gonna need to do something about that. There we go. You can really tell we're heading into winter. Getting a bit cool. Gonna go around here, but I will go back around the it hasn't got. Oh, it's so annoying. Do I just leave it? Yes, just leave it, for goodness sake, Susanna. Doesn't have to be perfect. Okay. I sort of want to come along here so that this is covering that. And then I'm going to go, I'll probably go around the beard, the beardy part, and around the body a little bit too. Okay, yeah, I think that looks better. It doesn't sort of like the eyes just not ending. It's got a bit of an outline. Sometimes just having an outline really does make such a difference. Okay. Okay. And then I'm going to continue around the top of this body. Maybe catch some of that. I'm actually going to go, like, actually catch it on the edge, you know, so you're catching that bit of fabric. Yeah. Yeah, that makes a bit of a difference. And it's a similar colour to the leafy things in the background, even though they're going to be covered. Okay. There we go. I think that's looking good. And we'll do it to the edge There we go. I'm going to go around his beardy area as well, but might have to get another thread for that. I could probably use some of this, but don't have to be too stingy. Just look. Oh, he's looking cute. Yeah, that does make a difference. And I think if we go around there and go here, probably use up what little I've got left, I suppose. Come up here. It's a fairly big piece. Okay, there we go. And maybe, do we leave it? I don't know, I think I might. Definitely need to go around the ears. And then once I do that, I'll see whether I need to go, because I don't want it to be too defined that it doesn't look like a white chest. And you've got this outline and it sort of takes away from, you know, because it's sort of the roughy edges. Yeah, so I'll definitely go around the ears. I think I need another piece. Have a look how we're going for time. 31 minutes. Yeah, I think it sort of helps blend in that, but definitely the ears. Oh, he's cute. He's cute. So, and then we're done. Okay, guys, well, I think we've done enough filming for this one. So in the next one, hopefully I'll have done, you know, some of this more extra leaves, and I'll probably do some French knots, and then finally finish off by couching this down. I think that'll look nice. And then we are done with May. I think he looks adorable. There's my phone giving me a, you know, beep beep. So I'll just finish behind his ears, and then that's enough for today. At least we're getting something done. So I'll come back, finish this off on the next video. Might be a real long one. So okay, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you later. Bye.